welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use Pixilart. So to get to Pixilart, you're going to put in pixilart.com. And it should come up. But before we that's not it. There we go. But before we get into this video, there's over 70% of you guys who watch my video are not subscribed. So if you go ahead and subscribe right now, that would be fantastic. Doesn't cost you a single penny, and it really helps me out a lot. Alright, so when you make you're gonna make an account, or you don't have to, but if you're just wanting to get straight into drawing, you can do pixilart.com/draw, and it will bring you to where you draw. So I usually start with a 100 by 100 canvas, and then I can crop it from there. So today we're going to be making a picture I made, or a GIF I made for this video. So I will show you. So this is what we're going to be making. The reason I'm going to show you how to make a GIF is because it also in the process shows you how to do a drawing on here. And because on the first GIF I did, which is this one, I got a lot of people saying, this is so cool, this is so smooth, this is so awesome. And so I decided that I'd show you guys how to do it. So first of all, this is my profile if you want to come check it out. I've got a whole bunch of art on here. It's Anna, so you can put that in if you want, but we're going to be making this right here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy what I did with this hand, because I honestly don't really know how to do it. So we're going to basically count the pixels off, because I don't remember how I did this. Okay, wait, let me explain what I just did. So I'm at my drawing that I just did, and there's a little thing down here that says edit drawing. So I'm going to do that so I can count off the pixels. Alright. So right there, we have our hand. Now it's not completely identical, but it looks like a hand. So I have figured out how big I'm making this. So I need to go ahead and crop this image, and then 1 on the height. So alright, there we have it narrowed in. Now we could just put a color in it, and we have a rainbow hand, right? But we're wanting to make it animated like this. So we have to make a GIF. So I'm actually going to go ahead and copy the colors that I've already used. Okay, so we have our color, and we're gonna go ahead and stick the purple in. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm actually gonna put the whole hand purple, and then we need to go ahead and get our blue color. We're gonna copy the code. So we have our code. Now, if we were to just put the blue on, it would just be a picture. But we don't want it to just be a picture. So we're gonna go down to the bottom of the screen right here, where it says GIF frames, and we're gonna tell it to copy frame. So we're gonna go here. Actually, so this right here is the speed. This 100 ms. This is the speed. So if I put it on 50, it would go really fast. If I put it on 5,000, it would go really slow. So we're gonna stick it on 500. I think that'll look good if we put it on 500. Or you know what, we're gonna do 250. We're gonna do 250. So now we have the frame copied. What we're going to do is we're gonna color. We're gonna color over this in the sort of way we want it, and I'm gonna fill in the rest of the hand with that. So you see what I'm doing? So this frame is just purple. This frame is blue and purple. So that's basically what we're gonna be doing. So I'm gonna copy the frame, do the same thing, get the color I want. We're gonna grab our color, and we must make sure we have a new frame. See, because if I did it on this frame, then it would go from purple to purple, blue, and light blue. We don't want that. So you really need to be careful that you, whoops, that you do it on a separate frame, because otherwise you'll have to completely restart. Alright, so then we need to grab green. That in there. Now again, make sure you have the frame copied. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put the green on there. There we go. And then yellow. So we have that color. I'm going to make sure that I've copied the frame. I have not. So it's a good thing I made sure. We're now going to put that in there. And again, make sure we copy the frame. Now we have orange. Again, make sure I had it copied. And then I need to do, whoops. And yes, if you do Control Z, that is, that undoes. Or you can press right here. You can press that right there. Now, to redo something that you undid, it's Control Y, as it says right there on the screen. And now we're going to do our red. Again, we need to make sure we have not copied it. So we need to make sure we copy it. And we're going to, oops, put our red in there. Now, this tutorial is mainly for people that have already used it once or they're familiar with the tools. If you're not familiar with the tools, I will go ahead and go a little bit over the tools and how they are used. But for the most part, this is just showing you how to make a GIF. So now we have all of the colors. Yes, this is a rainbow hand. So we're going to do preview. As you can see, that's kind of fast. So we are gonna go ahead and put it to 500, and then let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that's a lot better. I like that a lot more. And I also think we're gonna make this one it will stay on the last one a little bit longer, so you can tell that it's restarting. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. And then it stays on that frame a little bit longer. Yep. Alright, so there we go. Now, you can go ahead and, if you're not wanting to publish this, or you don't have an account so you can't publish it, you can go, right here where this GIF frames, it's right here, it says preview, or you can press the space bar. So, and then there's this button in the top left corner that says download GIF. You can just download it that way, or when you save the drawing, it will automatically download onto your computer, or your phone, or whatever you're using. So basically, that's how you make a GIF, and I'll show you a few what the tools do. So the main tools I used was the pencil tool, which you can just draw with, the line tool, which helps you make the lines, and the bucket tool, which fills in. Those are like the only tools I used, really. And I mean, I think most of these are really self-explanatory. But yeah, so depending on what tool you have, there's different settings for the tool you have that you are using, so you can change some of the things. So you can look at that. Oh my, wait a second. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, look at that. It changes color as you draw. That is really cool, actually. So, watch real quick. I didn't even know you could do this. You see how it's getting lighter? That is really cool. I never knew you could do that. Okay. Anyways, so, and then yeah, use your scroll wheel to zoom and zoom out. And that's pretty much it. Now, so to save it, you open the top right corner where it says save drawing. And you can only save the drawing if you have an account. Now, on here, you can make it to where anybody can edit this. So it's kind of like, if you're a random person, you can be like, oh, this is a cool drawing, but I want to change it a little bit, and you can edit it. But you can also make it to where nobody is allowed to edit. You can also make it to where only certain people are allowed to see it, or everyone is. So then you just put a title in, and you put a description. You have to have a title, and you must have a description, or it will not let you save the drawing. So I'm going to say this. And then I could put in whatever I wanted to put in here. But I'm not going to say this since I already have one. Since I already have a hand on here. So we have that. So let's pretend like we saved this. So if we did save this, okay. So let's say we just saved that drawing we just made. So we've put everything in, right? And we're gonna. It would have a big button that says save drawing. So I'm gonna pretend like this is the save drawing button. So it would load in, and when it's done loading in, it will download your picture or GIF onto your computer, and it will upload your drawing or GIF to the home page. There it is. Okay, so it just downloaded it. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this so you can see it. We gotta zoom in. Oh, we can't zoom in, but you can barely see it. And you can send this to your friends, show it off, or whatever you wanted. But anyway, so you now have to go to the image, and here's where basically everyone views it. And then you can, again, the edit drawing. Now, I'm going to show you what would happen if you did just a normal picture. So this is what you could do if you just did a normal picture. So this is my last one. Wait, why is it named that? Okay, so so you'd go here, right? You'd edit your drawing, or you're just doing it. I'll show you what that button does in a second. So let's say you're doing it. And so you're drawing, and you're done. You save it. I need to change the title. There we go. So there we go. So now it's going to do the same thing as a GIF. It's going to load. And okay, it is now done. Now you'll see that this is different. There's a picture of it on a mug, t-shirt, that kind of stuff. It will still download, and you'll have it. See? And you can go to your image, and then you have this button down here that says Shop Drawing. So you can click that, and then that drawing that you made, you can have it on a mask, mug, t-shirt, stickers, pretty much whatever you want. And that's what that does. So that's pretty much it, I think. Also, this is kind of handy right here. So it shows you all of the colors that you use. So if you were wanting to copy the GIF I made, you can see. Okay, never mind. You can't see. Never mind. But basically, you can see all the colors that they used, and you can see all of some of the things that they did. You can see what the size is. So this is 81 by 81 pixels, and I've edited it twice, and there are 9 colors on it. Just a little bit handy. Alright, now, what else? I don't think there's anything else. Oh, and you can repost other people's art. So if you found somebody's artwork that you liked, let's say I really like this piece of artwork and I want more people to see it, I can press this button right here, repost, and then it'll ask if are you sure you want to repost this drawing, and you press OK. And then it will show up on your feed right here. See? And then people can like it from here. But you can also pin drawings to the top of your board. So I could pin this post. If I really like this one, if I like this one the most, I can, okay, if you guys didn't see that. So you press this 3 dots in the corner, and you do right there, pin post. Or you can disable disable comments, or whatever you want. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that pinned for now. But, yeah. And this is also fun. So right here it says how many drawings the person has done, how many art likes they have, how many art views they have, and how many pixels they have done. So I've done 380 pixels in the, maybe month, not even month that I've been in here. So, yeah. That's that. And then there's also one other thing I want to show you. In here. So like you're getting ready to create a new drawing. Right here by new, you see bases. So these are things that people have made. And you can take those and you can color them in. Like I colored that dragon in, and I have that photo on my thing. So you could take like this photo. I really like this photo maybe. And I could then get colors, and I could get, you know, I could make the heart green. Maybe I want to put green right there. Or maybe I want to make the shirt green. You can really do whatever you want with it. And there's also one other thing. There's collaborations you can do. So when you go to save something, you can go right here where it says collaboration. Check that box, and then it should, in theory, show up under collaborations. So these are random things that people have put on here. Also, okay, right here. So when you save your drawing, if you are planning on editing this photo with all of your layers and colors and everything, then you need to save this as a .pixel, which you press that right there. And you can say what you want it named, and it'll download it onto your computer. So then when you're saying I want to do a new one, you can go into right here, press that, and then a folder will pop up, and you can find where it's at and click it. And that's all I had for you guys. So again, be sure to check out my profile, and yeah, thanks for watching, and have a good day.